What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Around the Monitor, the bi-weekly gaming news talk show, right here on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam. If you're watching live, you can interact with us in the chat using the Twitch channel points to either improve or decrease each person's score. Hey, the way things work here, we talk through the week's news and gaming. Every time someone makes an interesting point or a good joke, they get an actual point, and whoever has the highest score at the end of the week wins. Joining me once again, the unlucky tacticianer, Jason.
Zach is taking me away from eating my calzone at the current moment, so I'm not happy. But
I'm so sorry.
I am foaming at the mouth to eat this thing. So
we've got the Ace Attorney, Pridge.
Hyping in GG all just in time.
We
Got
got
'em, boys.
the voice of the people and sleepy man, Rob.
Hello.
And the hockey stick and sickle herself, Elise.
Currently rewatching the best named TV series of all time, High School Musical, the series.
I don't know why. I knew that you were watching that. I was like, wait, what are you going to say for this answer? And then, yeah, no. Zero, should not have been surprised at all. Hey, David's in the chat and already gives a point to Elise. I used to joke about her meowing at Roxas, but now I meow at Rez all the time. So there we go. Elise starting with a point already. Folks, if you don't know, we always start the show with a trivia question to determine the order. And hey, back in the news, should I say, hey, back in the news, it's Crazy Taxi, which we might be seeing a reboot to. My question is, when did the original Crazy Taxi arcade game release? What year?
Jason, if you get this one wrong, fuck you, dude.
maybe I might. We'll
I'm
see.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say
1999.
I was also going to say 1999, so
Well,
I guess
you
I
didn't
can't
say it
now.
first.
I'll go 2000.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 97.
Okay.
Just to make this super shitty, I'll say 98.
Hey, the correct answer, Rob got it, is 1999.
I was going to say that, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to.
That's why I was like,
No,
you
I
can't
want
say it
Jason
now.
to go first because Rob said Jason was going to get it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I want to be close to Jason. If he says like 1985 or something, I'm not going to go 99.
I believe that means the correct order is Rob, followed by Elise, followed by Pridge, followed by Jason.
Yes.
Okay. And hey, Dan.
Wait, don't I go second because it's Price is Right rules?
Are you saying 98?
Yeah.
That would be correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry. So Rob, then Pridge, then Elise, then Jason.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
that I really care that much.
No,
I just want the rules we use to stay consistent.
Of course.
Pridge,
I appreciate
if Pridge isn't second, I'm devastated. I'm out.
Oh, thanks, Jason.
Look, it's not in the rule book that a dog can't play basketball.
Thank you for that. John Oliver / Airbud reference. Dan is a nerd also gives a point to Elise for being a High School Musical, the musical series fan. So there you go. Just talk about your favorite shows and you'll get points, folks. Topics for this week include Ubisoft might get acquired soon, Halo Infinite including 3 new modes in Season 2, which includes a quote-unquote Battle Royale mode. We've got both the Take-Two movie, which includes The Rock, and Jason Momoa set to star in an upcoming Minecraft movie. That's funny. As I mentioned before, Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio might be seeing reboots. Will they succeed in today's gaming landscape? Twitch
In this economy?
Exactly. Twitch is apparently reworking creator pay, cutting partners pay. Potentially cutting partners' pay from 70% cut to a 50% cut, and increasing an emphasis on ads. PlayStation has created a games preservation department. Kim Kardashian is threatening to sue Roblox over stuff. Game Boy Advance games might be coming to the Switch Online service soon. Is this enough to convince more people to buy the Switch Online Plus service? Nintendo is accused of intimidation tactics over unionization. Bobby Kotick's ex-girlfriend took out a restraining order against him. Overwatch 2 is here in beta, and it's currently doing pretty good numbers on Twitch by giving away codes if you watch them. And all games at $34.99 and above will have to have a 2-hour playable demo with the PlayStation Plus Premium plan. What do we think about that? Rob, you're up first. What do you want to talk about?
You know what? I do a stream or two here or there. How about we talk about the Twitch screwing over not only its creators but its viewers? How about we talk about that?
Okay, I like this.
Stop your stream.
So currently, if you're a pretty popular partner with Twitch, there's a chance that instead of having a 50-50 split for the revenue sharing when you get a sub, you have up to like a 70-75% split with Twitch, which they are looking to cut down in exchange for also running more ads on your channels, giving you less money for those ads they're running without your permission. And here's the kicker. They're going to loosen their exclusivity rules so that you're actually allowed to stream on other places besides just Twitch, which I guess, except for Dr. Disrespect, really just means all these people who were poached by like YouTube, actually, because the other one, Mixer, died. They could come back, or they could double dip, and they could be streaming on both. Get,
Rob,
your 100K viewers on
Facebook
both
streaming.
All the Facebook streamers can come back to Twitch and just fucking pop off now. I'm sure that actually the Facebook people have exclusivity rules on that end. At least Heimerdonger. Heimerdong?
Heimerdonger?
Did.
Eisendong?
Heisendong. There we go. I knew there was a donger in there. Okay. But this is literally just, hey, let's take money out of the people who are creating this platform, and also let's throw more ads on their content so that if you're the person watching, you have an even worse time watching it. Right now, there's already, what do you call it? Pre-roll ads as soon as you click onto a stream. So if you're trying to browse between 2 or 3 streams, you got to watch 2 or 3 ads to watch, see what's this person up to. Oh, I only wanted to watch about 5 seconds, but there's a 30-second ad. Well, fuck it, I'm not going to watch Twitch right now. And a lot of what do you call it? Creators just don't like running ads on their channel because they're like, I don't want people to miss a very funny 15-second bit, which means they don't even run ads. They're only going off subs and donos. And now Twitch is saying, no, actually, we want to get a little bit more money from you guys, and also take away a little bit of money from you at the same time. So it's really just, not only was Netflix recently trying to lose as much what do you call it?
Possible.
Yeah, Netflix is trying to shoot themselves in the foot. Twitch is like, you know what? That sounds like a pretty good idea, Netflix. How about we jump in on that too? Put a fucking gun in our hands, and we're gonna do a little shooting ourselves.
Yeah. Again, this is completely speculative, but like every single like talking point from this list just sounds bad for everybody except for Twitch. But even still, it feels like this is gonna fuck them over in the end if they do this. I don't think they're gonna commit to a lot of this, but who knows?
Sure, they've done some other stupid shit in the past.
They absolutely have. So who knows? But the chat does agree with you, or at least something. LT Drake gives a point to Ref for talking about the big stuff off the bat, which, hey, I feel like this is the first time in a long time somebody's chosen the title topic of the show at the beginning. And Ratleg gives a point to Rob for his outfit is nice. Which I believe is just a robe.
No, dude, don't tell them.
We see some shoulder, dude.
No, that's terms of service. Pridge, what would you like to talk about for your first topic of the show?
I would like to talk about Ubisoft.
Hey.
So.
Oh, sorry. I switched to you right as you're trying to take a drink.
No, it's fine. It's just bad timing. I need to take a drink right as it's my turn to talk. So that's on me. Hey everyone, you know what gaming company had a really big scandal, which made them a really prime target for getting bought out, and then they got bought out? Yeah, that's right, Activision Blizzard. You know who else is having a really bad scandal, has really bad workplace environment issues, is kind of tanking, and is now open for sale? You're right. It's Ubisoft. Yay! So yeah, obviously, again, the Blizzard lawsuit definitely overshadowed what was going on at Ubisoft, and most people on the internet only have the attention span to focus on one thing at a time. But the Ubisoft thing, they also have a huge issue. Again, accusations of sexual harassment, discrimination, and just a general number of workplace environment issues. And what happens when shit hits the fan is your company. Well, first off, your stocks die. Ubisoft's this is from the article. Ubisoft stocks were 110 per share in July of 2018. They are now only $41 per share, which is a bonkers drop in value. So what this all means is that for all those other companies, they're licking their lips. This is blood in the water. This is the time to buy. And again, Ubisoft, I forget when it was. It was like a week ago. They sort of put out a statement about how sort of the first news of this getting bought thing. They're talking about how they don't have anyone good to replace Yiz Gamal. A bunch of other senior management leading, games not doing well. So this is just so much blood in the water that's gonna have other companies looking to buy them.
Yeah,
it's interesting to see who will pull the trigger. I don't know if Microsoft. I mean, again, I don't know if Xbox is gonna want to purchase Blizzard, then purchase Ubisoft right after. That's. I don't think Ubisoft costs as much as Blizzard, but that's still going to be a lot of money. And then I don't know if PlayStation is looking to make a purchase that big as well. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone wants to pull the trigger at this. But yeah, I can't say I'm surprised by this with all the issues and the fact that they honestly haven't been making that creative games recently. I'm trying to think of really good Ubisoft games that have come out recently, and I'm kind of blanking.
But Bridge, they were the first AAA games company to put NFTs in their games.
And then they stopped and said they're going to try it again later, but they won't because NFTs are already 90% dead because they were a terrible idea and always a terrible idea.
Yeah. The one hope is that whoever buys them, maybe they'll actually make a fucking Sam Fisher game again, but otherwise I'm just kind of
who the fuck is Sam Fisher?
It's Fisher King's real name, dude. It's Chris. Yeah. It's Chris on Tuesdays. That's Chris.
It's Serious Sam's brother.
Oh, that's good. I do like that. They're both named Sam.
Sam's the family
actually.
name. They're Japanese.
It's like their last name, but you say it first.
Yeah.
Elise, what would you like to talk about?
Let's talk about this PlayStation thing. The whole game demo thing.
Oh, the game demo thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole game demo thing. Basically, PlayStation Plus. PlayStation is essentially forcing studios that are putting their products up for $34 or higher, which is a weird cutoff, $34, to make 2-hour trials for PlayStation Plus premium subscribers. So it's basically, they're trying to make their PlayStation Plus premium is like their Game Pass tier of PlayStation Plus, which we've talked about a few weeks ago. And they're basically trying to sweeten the deal because it was a pretty bad deal as far as we could tell, by making it so that now you've got game trials. I'm worried about this. I think it's cool that game trials will be coming back in a way. Game demos are super important, and I'd love to see them come back, but making it a requirement for every game priced $34 or higher is going to put a lot of strain on a lot of studios because those things are hard to make.
Yes.
Unless you're literally just making the first 2 hours of your video game like and slapping a timer on it, which is usually not the best first impression. Game trials are like supposed to be, here's the best part of the game, so that you can actually buy, or like here's like a little vertical slice of what this game is supposed to be. And often the first 2 hours are, tutorial, getting into the speed of things. So what this will end up being is either really shitty for some games because it's just going to be, that first 2 hours, time limited, whatever. Or it's going to be a huge drain on the resources of some smaller, like AA studios that are trying to sell their games for like, $40, which has become kind of the standard. $30 to $40 has been kind of the standard for like these AA quote unquote games that are like not super well funded. If they're trying to do that, then like cutting out a vertical slice is actually a really, really big time investment for these people, for these like studios. And I'm worried about how that's going to affect them if this is just a blanket statement, if there's no like wiggle room here.
Yeah, I would be shocked. It would kind of make me laugh a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some people in that price range doing like start releasing games for $33.99 just to get like right under this and still be like, okay, well, it's still a profit margin, but yeah, this is going to create a lot of work for people. For some people for some game companies that don't really have the resources to allocate to this, which will be interesting.
It is, on the other hand, like for places like fucking Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard, like
yeah, it's super easy, great, cool.
Well, I mean, it's not super easy. They're still gonna have to put people on it, but like
right.
They've got the people and they've got the money that they can do it. So for them, sure.
It ultimately is, at the very least, consumer friendly. I mean, it's very cool. But also, you are having to pay into this. I think it's $18 a month service, which I think it's like $120 a year, which is better, but still, it's a whole thing.
If they were going to do trials, like it's an incentive to make people pay for your subscription service, not actually like increase consumer like friendliness.
Exactly.
Which is, kind of cynical, but.
We've got Kacha Woodchuck and LT Drake in the chat, both giving you a point for having a good perspective on workers' rights. I missed it before. LT Drake and Croissant both gave points to Pridge for the NFT hate, and Croissant as well gave a point to Rob earlier, saying the accountant is in me is crying. The stupid stuff usually benefits one selfish person, but this is just bad. In response to the Twitch stuff, which it's not great. Rounding out the quartet, Jason, what would you like to talk about for your first topic?
I'm going to talk about the It Takes Two potential movie.
Yeah. You like this game?
I did like the game, yeah. So we'll talk about it. I guess.
You want to see Dwayne the Rock Johnson play an animated?
No, I don't. I don't. So first of all, we'll address the Drain or the Rock portion first. Like, I don't know if this is gonna be fully live action. I don't know if it's gonna be partially like live action, and when they go into like their forms, it's gonna be more animated. I don't know if it's fully animated. I have no idea. I just know that me and David played this game. Found it pretty fun, but we had pretty similar qualms with it. If The Rock is playing the dad, which I assume he would be, he doesn't fit his character at all. At all. They would just be putting The Rock in for just putting him in there. The dad's like Zach, but like dad energy. Like, he makes like goofy jokes.
I have dad energy.
Yeah, kind of like goofy, like I don't know, man. He just comes up like short in all of the capacity, and the mom's like career driven and like goes for it all and such. And forgets like to be more. It's such a messy story that you're not really rooting for these characters. I don't think the Rock fits that character at all in terms of he'd be like too heroic and too like macho for that guy. I don't know.
But what if they want to make the characters actually likable for the movie?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. So the game, like when you play the game and like why somebody would like the game, it's for the visuals, like the platforming, just like the cool way like the two can like interact and help each other out. and like how they maneuver through like the levels were really creative.
Mm-hmm.
The bad parts about the game were like pacing and like making sure you like the characters besides the daughter and maybe like some of the other, like the book I don't even like that much either, because you don't know if he's like, I thought me and David thought he was gonna betray us the entire time. Like at the end he's gonna be like nope, he's gonna be like nope and pull the rug out from underneath you. But these characters are just so unlikable, and the problem with the story is you start off like trying to first get like back and like help out your daughter to get to her, and then they take like oh, here's why you should like them. They take like a detour of like, this is like their first date or something like that, and this is why they should get together and like rebuild their marriage. And then by the end of that like segment, you're like, these two are not made for each other at all, and it's super forced. Like they're like clearly like they're like, I didn't make enough time for you. I'm like, dude, like this is the dumbest argument. Like, why am I watching like marriage like therapy on screen right now instead of like playing a game? Especially between two characters you don't like. Like, they do not make them, like, redeeming or likable. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, if they put that at the beginning and tried to, like, give them a little bit more likable characteristics, maybe. And I think that's the problem with this movie is, if you follow the source material, they're going to have to, like, rewrite large segments or reorder or restructure them. Because if they don't, like I said, that's why I said if the movie's firstly like human first, and then they make the characters a little bit more likable, and then they go into the realm of like It Takes Two, maybe it has a chance. I don't know. Like it would be literally like watching your parents go through couple therapy on screen though. Yeah. So I don't know many people who would want to do that.
But what if your dad was The Rock?
Yeah, the problem with this movie is I would always be like an advocate. The game, like the narrative of the game. Even if you're not playing the game for like the narrative, you're playing it for like just having fun with like another person and like experiencing a good time. I would always recommend the game over playing like watching a movie. That's where it gets to. Like, why would I?
The story is the worst part of the game, and then to be like, "What? This will make a great movie." Is like, I don't think you played the game.
It's like playing like oh, like Mario Kart movie. That's great. Like obviously the story of Mario Kart's great.
Right.
Win the Grand Prix. Oh baby. Starring The Rock, throw him in there as Mario. It's just dumb, man.
Yeah.
This movie is just going to be Marriage Story, the video game, the movie.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm like, why not just get Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson to do it?
He's just yelling at a wall.
Yeah, just remake Marriage Story with puzzles.
Well, Jason, some of the chat agree with you. Ratleg gives you a point because saying I'm pro-divorce. Croissant gives a point saying some people should just divorce, and Sibylla gives a point saying The Rock as Mario would be better than Chris Pratt.
Oh boy, yeah,
very funny. Rob, background in the order. What would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
Shit. It's like, which video game do I want to flame is the question. Let's flame Halo.
You've never done that before.
Yeah, no. Halo. Exciting.
New ground.
Tell us about Halo.
As long as we're talking about new ground, we're going to be getting some new game modes. Hey. We're getting King of the Hill. Shit. This is the exact same joke I could have made for Overwatch 2. We're getting never before seen King of the Hill. You know, they're bringing back King of the Hill. I want to say land grab isn't new. I feel like I did that in like fucking Halo 3, but I don't know.
I'm pretty certain that land grab is an old variant.
It's nothing new.
Yeah.
Right? I fucking hate
territories?
It's territories. It's fucking territories. I hate objective modes in Halo, and so many people do, which is why they were like, hey, where's our dedicated Slayer mode? And it took a while to come out, and now they're like, hey, you guys really wanted Slayer. How about we give you some more not Slayer? And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this is a questionable move for anybody other than 343. But for them, this seems to be right in track with what they like to do, which is fucking nothing, right? And then I heard that they were doing the Battle Royale thing. And then I looked into it the tiniest bit. And it's like, oh, it's not a battle royale. It's like a fucking Call of Duty game mode where you kill people and get different weapons.
It's so not a battle royale, and the fact that every outlet ran with the title being they're adding battle royale to Halo, I was like, get the fuck out of here! It's 12 people. that each get 5 lives. That is not what Battle Royale is.
No, that's
Deathmatch.
possible.
It's what it's called. I think it's called like gun game or something in Call of Duty.
Is it
Like
really
you start out
called
with a
gun
pistol, and
game?
as you kill people, you get like a better weapon
Mhm.
over and over and over.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
Mhm.
It's I don't know, dude. Like, do people want this, or do we even care about Halo at all anymore? Like, we've sort of screwed the pooch with this brilliant, not platform. What's that word for like Pokemon is one of these, League of Legends is one of
IP?
these. This IP prints money, and they're like, we're just gonna go ahead and do absolutely fucking nothing with it. Like, you want one thing from this? You want to be able to play Slayer? No. You want to be able
Yeah.
to play the co-op with your friends? No.
Yeah.
You want to be able to wear more than one helmet? Go fuck yourself. It's like, what are you guys doing? This doesn't make any sense to me. And I feel as the player base is dwindling, splitting it even more by throwing in some more game modes, it's like, you know what? I want you guys to throw in a 12 more game modes so that this thing fucking dies, so that I have to stop, so that I can stop talking about it.
Damn.
There you go.
Damn. We didn't get him on last time to talk about Halo, or no, we did. You were on to talk about Master Chief's butt last time, right?
Oh, dude. So the episode right after that, there were 2 naked people in it, right? So by the end of the season, fucking everybody is just going to be in the buff for the show, and it's going to be fantastic. Okay, we are ramping up exponentially. Okay, this is going to be great. This is fantastic.
I'm so glad we had you for this. LT Drake gives a point to Rob for amazing criticism for a series I love. I still play Master Chief Collection from time to time, though. I mean, yeah, Master Chief Collection ended up being good.
I think everybody does. Like, I think that one has more players than Infinite at the moment.
On Steam, yeah.
Yeah.
Sevilla gives a point to Rob's eagerness over the butt. And Haluchi gives a point to Rob because butts. So there we go, you know?
Dude, there are a lot of butts in that show. If you're a butt fan, a white people butt fan, I need to make that very clear.
Oh,
there
okay,
aren't
okay.
any big black butts in this yet. Okay. But as of right now, if you like skinny white butts, this show
You are eating.
will not disappoint.
What happened?
But not butt.
Thank God.
Fridge, what would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
Well, I guess it falls to me to talk about the Minecraft movie.
Oh, okay. I was not expecting to get somebody to talk about this, but sure.
All right, guys. Jason Momoa will reportedly star in Warner Brothers' upcoming Minecraft movie. There's only one problem with that. This movie's been in the works for 8 years. It's on its 4th director. Don't trust any news you hear about this movie.
Hey, the Uncharted movie got 7 directors before it actually happened.
It did. You know what? It did get 7 directors, and they did have to have actors play different roles.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg became so old that he had to play Sully.
But he had to play someone else. So, I'm not saying the Minecraft movie isn't happening. I'm just saying don't trust any shit you hear about it because it's been in production for 8 freaking years, and we still are basically only getting random rumors about things.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Hatt, who did Napoleon Dynamite, is now the new director after a bunch of other people that I vaguely recognize. It's got producers.
Ooh.
Steve Carell was apparently tapped to start it back in 2016. Ooh.
Oh, I actually would have liked that. He's funny.
Well, maybe he still is. I don't know. No one knows anything.
Stop being funny.
So they had to get Jason Momoa, a known funny man.
No, I mean, hey,
He is funny.
He started SNL one time, and he had a couple fucking hilarious skits actually. Like, no lie, he actually is pretty funny. Also, what the fuck would a Minecraft movie be about?
I mean, that's you got to go.
It's an open world
fight
game
the Ender
where
Dragon.
you build stuff.
You'd have to willingly play the game.
This is unbelievable. This Minecraft.
I'm so confused. Like,
Rob, you're the Minecraft person here. What would be the
Rob, if you made the Minecraft movie, what's the story?
Dude, do you guys remember how awesome Lost was in the first season?
Yes.
No,
That's
I never
Minecraft
watched
movie.
it. But
Okay.
Same.
That's
Boom.
So-
Boom.
so
There
you
you go,
want a
bro.
bunch of people to crash a plane on a Minecraft island?
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Are they now
brought us
are they
here?
Minecraft people in the plane, or do they crash and they wake up as Minecraft people?
Oh shit, Pridge, that's
oh
good.
shit, that's good. They have to
Yeah.
salvage the plane, and they have to take the iron from the plane and then make their tools. Oh,
Yeah, you're just a
Easy
normal
guy.
guy, and then you crash, and suddenly you're made of cubes, and you have to salvage your plane.
That's pretty. Pridge, I'm sold. Like, can I produce this? Oh, this movie's gonna.
All right,
print money.
I will get in touch. Who the fuck is making this movie? I don't care. I will get in touch with whoever making this. See if they need a fifth director.
Okay.
I got
You've
this.
got some
Amazing,
great
amazing.
ideas they're gonna love.
I guess I should probably be a writer, not a director, because I'm writing the story, not actually directing it. But I'll tell them to get me involved. I think I can salvage this and make it the greatest movie of all time. With Jason, and I'll still keep Jason Momoa.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta.
You gotta.
Into the Thermosphere gives you a point just saying correct, and Mackie gives you a point saying telling us to not trust rumors. I like that. There you go.
Especially not movie rumors about movies stuck in development hell.
Yeah. There's. We'll see. Elise, what would you like to talk about for your second topic of the show?
Let's talk about this GBA emulator.
Yeah.
Because okay, so it looks like some data miners have leaked or gotten this GBA emulator that Nintendo Europe research development nerd
This fucking nerd.
fucking nerds that they've reportedly made for the Switch, probably for the like Nintendo Switch Online like emulator thing. So look, GBA is great. There's some great GBA games. There's also a ton of really bad GBA games, but there's a few good ones here and there.
There's so many good Game Boy Advance games.
You're
Are you
crazy.
You're gonna come out here. I know you're gonna say 2DS best console, but like you can't deny the Game Boy Advance is so good.
That's not even where I was going.
Okay.
But listen, since we got on that,
Oh my god.
when I was looking at like games to emulate on my 2DS, once I figured out how to do Game Boy Advance emulation, I found like 3 games I wanted to play, and that's
what?
it.
On Game Boy Advance?
You're so
Yeah,
wild.
Game Boy
There's three Fire Emblem games alone. What?
Anyway, here's my thing.
Okay.
Game Boy Advance emulators have been like around since the Game Boy Advance exists. Like I'm pretty sure that thing was emulated before the fucking console was out.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Playing these games in like grade 5 on fucking Visual Boy Advance, and that shit still works. Great. And you don't have to pay like $500 a year. I know that's not how much Nintendo Switch Online costs. It's like $20. I'm exaggerating for effect. You don't have to pay a bunch of money. You don't have to like be online. You don't have to, own a Switch. Also, they developed Game Boy Advance emulators for fucking 2DS, 3DS. They developed them for Wii U. Like, what's the holdup on this Switch thing? Like, is it that much different to make an emulator for the Wii U than it is for the Switch? Considering like the first major game for the Switch was on both. Like,
Yeah. Listen, nobody understands why Nintendo makes the decisions it makes, why it
Apparently
does
this thing is
or doesn't
buggy,
do
too.
things.
and
What?
apparently this thing is buggy too. Like,
Oh well.
it's buggy, but it works. So
mean-
like they made a worse emulator for this new console, and you're gonna have to pay a bunch of money for it when you could just like boot up literally any device that can run like a browser
Yeah.
will be able to run a Game Boy Advance emulator. Play it on your phone. Play it on your PC. Play it on your laptop.
There are so many different, especially like third-party things that people are making now. You can just, like you said, put all the games you want.
Yeah.
But
yeah, get one of those fucking portable emulator machines. Those things are apparently pretty great. I've been looking to get one. Like, and you don't have to go through like not just the money, but also the glacial content pace that these things come out. Ooh, yay! We got 2 new Game Boy Advance games for this like quarter of the year.
Yeah.
This financial quarter, we got fucking Metroid Fusion and Pokemon Pinball.
Hey, they did just put out a few new games for the NES and SNES, which included Mappy Land, everyone's favorite NES adventure. Mappy Land.
Is that for the NES? You said that's for the SNES and NES for the Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Catching up with the chat though, Into the Thermosphere gives you a point saying, why bother with an emulator when I have an actual Game Boy Advance SP next to me? I'll probably still end up trying it though. Yeah, I mean, if you still have a good working piece of hardware, then hell yeah. Croissant give you a point saying, if I can play and finally finish Barbie and the Diamond Castle, it will all be worth it. Yeah, at least you didn't mention Barbie and the Diamond Castle, 10 out of 10 Game Boy Advance game. Lucha gives you a point for always having spicy takes. And Sibylla giving a point saying, no, Elise, you're right. I'm willing to gamble that they're going to add onto the online cost for when they release it. Yeah, if they bump it up even more from $50 a year to like $70 just to play a few more Game Boy Advance games, and I'm like, absolutely not, dog. I'm not. This is unnecessary. But
you gotta play Scooby-Doo Unmasked. If Scooby-Doo Unmasked is not on this, I'm not buying.
Jason, final topic of the week. What would you like to bring us home on?
Well, I could talk about, so one of the news articles you had was on Kodak, which that's not even news. That's just more like a given. I mean, like, come on, like shit, that's that's not. Oh, like I'm surprised.
Even in his
now.
personal
like,
life, he's
yeah. Or I could talk about the Kim Kardashian because you're a big fan. But I'm gonna probably talk about the Sega, the thing that got the question that got us into this thing.
Yeah.
Sega.
Say.
Reporting to.
Take it away.
So I don't know many fans of people who like Crazy Taxi. Hey, it's time to get some crazy money. Here we go. Yeah.
But take me to the Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it was. Wow, but like it was an arcade game for most time when you would go to the bowling alley and you're like, well, I don't really like have anything to do besides bowl. But in between, I guess I could put like coins in this thing and try to beat this. And people would cuss you out while you're like doing like crazy stunts in frickin' San Francisco where they had the train cars. Well, like at the actual the problem with this game is they missed the window for doing this, I think. Or like I don't think making a reboot would be like the full way of doing it. You could make it like a $20 like at best it would be $20 if you put a bunch of features, beef it up, but probably like 10, 15 at that rate. I had, as one of the probably only people who had this game, I actually had a PlayStation 1 version of Crazy Taxi. And let me tell you, it was bad because like you could only do like that and like some like obstacle course stuff. Like you couldn't do anything else besides that. So like having a full game just doesn't make any sense at all. At this current state, I think they just missed the window on it. If they did it like 10 years earlier, maybe. But like this seems like a game you would bundle with a bunch of other games, like arcade, like legacy games or something like that.
Yeah, the fact that they're calling this a big budget reboot of Crazy Taxi, I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, what are the ray tracing, 4K graphics,
Grand Theft Taxi.
Yeah,
or we get an actual taxi too.
Jason, let me pitch you this one. Crazy Taxi Battle Royale. You get 100 taxis dropped onto a map.
Oh my god!
First one to get the customer.
Who's the crazy?
Who gets the customer and gets the most money out of the
I'm
guy?
Actually not joking. Like,
that doesn't sound. That's probably the best.
Kind of fun.
Sounds like the best way you could do it.
Yeah, I'd be down to fuck with that.
But it's just like they just missed the window on it. And like I said, they had like it's a fine game for like an arcade style or kind of like just spamming it very quickly. But it is not like even on PlayStation 1. This game was rough, let me tell you. Like, when you actually own the game and you weren't just at the bowling alley in between shots and watching Zach throw it fucking 50 miles per hour, Like,
Hey, listen, I bowl fast, all right?
yeah, you bowl fast. Yeah, okay.
I bowl fast and eat ass.
God damn.
I can't make a point after that.
No,
It's too crazy. That's too crazy taxi for me.
You're right. This is just a weird, like, I don't know how this is gonna work in modern times. The most buckwild things if they did this and they were like, we couldn't get the rights to the Offspring music, but here's another crazy taxi. I'd be like, if I don't push play and hear, I'm like throwing my controller, I'm throwing my console into the ocean. Like, get out of here. I have to have that soundtrack. But folks, that's going to do it for this week's episode, which does mean Jason, Pridge, and Elise, it's time to go home and become family folks, because this week's winner is Rob.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's fucking go.
Rob, are you ready for your minute to win it?
No, actually, I need like a minute or two to think about what I want to say. I had something I wanted to talk about, but I completely forget what it was.
I'm gonna give you a few seconds because we do have to wrap up because Jason has to go on another show.
Oh, that motherfucker, man. He doesn't need to hear. All right, give me like 15 seconds.
Okay.
All right, I got nothing. I don't have anything to talk about.
Like, just anything. Be like, oh, cheese pizza is pretty good.
No, I don't have a strong opinion on pizza.
Shotgun
some topics at me, and I'll talk about something.
You know what?
What's your favorite type of gun?
Favorite type of gun?
Like gun.
Or gun. Oh, man.
Or gun.
So I actually think sugar-free gum. I was a young kid when I used to think this.
My
Sugar-free gum actually holds its flavor quite a bit longer than sugar gum. I told my science teacher this back in the day, and she was like, "Oh."
Don't quit your day
You
job,
froze
Rob.
so good. I thought your webcam broke, and no, you were just stopped in time.
What a reaction from the science teacher!
What? Maybe the most underwhelming minute to win it we've ever had on the show. Thank you, Rob, for that. Folks, that's going to do it for this week's show. If you liked it, you can watch us live on twitch.tv/SaveDataTeam several nights throughout the week. And if you want to support us, you can head over to patreon.com/SaveDataTeam, just like our amazing patrons, who I forgot to shout out at the beginning of the show, which includes Bandicoot Commander 95, Kadabe, Antolester, Fafilla, Sibylla, Halucha, Rickrat, Ace73, Jadwap, Shadow Navi, Dessert Boy Man, Sunayama, Mystic Woody, Burger Bun, HSM, Nicole, Les, Kevin Asian, Traveling in a Box, Soapy, Arky, Ern, Snowcat, and Jaco Bell. Thank you all so much. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Other things to plug this week. Again, we do have the both parts of our Ace Attorney highlight reel, which very fun if you haven't seen that. A fun trip down memory lane for us. And also check out the Five Nights at Freddy's Big Butt Lore video, because that's out now. Rob, you should watch that, actually. You probably think it was pretty funny.
I don't really like butts all that much.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You got so excited about Master Chief's butt just earlier.
Well, I like seeing naked Spartans, but not like butts in general.
Okay, well.
All right.
There you have it, everyone.
Yeah.
Plug Hio590's Twitch channel. Go watch it.
No, this guy's got nothing to say. That's what he said for a minute. Imagine trying to watch a 2-hour Twitch stream of him losing in League of Legends. He'll have nothing to say.
I have some good music on in the background, so I don't even.
You know what? I'll give you that.
I want to hear more of the science teacher.
Oh. I mean, how else do you respond to a kid talking about something who fucking cares? It's like, okay. You just sent them with the okay, you know, and they're like, yeah that was a good conversation.
Fair.
Fucking stupid ass kids, man. I should have talked about kids, actually.
Oh, okay. Folks, that's going to do it for this week. Again, thank you so much for watching. But until
do
next
it for
time,
this show forever.
Yeah, this has been a mistake. But until next time, This has been Around the Monitor.